On the menu today, this is one of my all-time favorites. Hello, all you wonderful people. Welcome to my home, and it can be yours for the low, low price of just today, actually. Let's go all the way back to 2017. Let me paint you a picture. I was planning episode 5 of Anti-Chef. I didn't know what to make, and I had just picked up this free magazine that I found at the liquor store. I was leafing through it, catching up on all the booze news. There's recipes all the way at the back of this thing, and I saw a recipe for chicken pastilla or Pastilla, call it either, please. As I discovered through making it, it's a potato bug on the wall. We got a potato bug. It's right there. Come with me if you want to live. Be free, my one. Always pay it forward. As I discovered, where was I? As I discovered, it is a Moroccan delicacy, sweet and savory pie, for lack of a better word, because I don't know what else to call it. Chicken or pigeon is what goes inside of it. I was gonna go with chicken, and then I spotted a couple pigeons out there while I was getting rid of that potato bug, and anywho, I didn't think about this dish for years until I finally got a chance to travel to Morocco, and the very first restaurant that I visited, it was on the menu, and I was taken back to the video that I made and the dish that I created, and I was like, okay, well, let me try the real thing and see how it compares to mine. And, is it gonna be better? I jest. This is one of the bigger food moments of my life. My world changed a little bit that day. I'm talking mind-blowingly good here. It was a dinner, but enough sweetness and like powdered sugar and cinnamon on top of this thing. It was a little bit of a dessert too. So while I was on the trip, of course, I had to pick up the North African Cookbook. It is by Jeff. Jeff Koehler has collected a whole number of recipes from Morocco, North Africa, the region, and lo and behold, boom, pastilla with chicken and almonds. And that photo looks almost near identical to the one that I had at the restaurant, even the checkerboard pattern on top. Super excited, that's what's happening. Use the Dutch oven. Couple of tablespoons olive oil on a medium heat. Start off making the chicken filling. I got a red onion, well, a little red, a little yellow. It's finely chopped. Gotta soften those onions, cook for around 5 minutes. Clove of minced garlic. Wasn't able to catch that pigeon, so I'm going with chicken, and this is bone-in chicken thighs. I removed the skin, and well, you only need 4 of them, but these are on the smaller side, so I figure add an extra 2, and if it's too much chicken, then we'll figure it out. So I want that chicken to start browning, turn in some color. I'm going to cook for another 5 or so minutes. Starting to smell good in here. 2 tablespoons of finely chopped parsley and cilantro each. Tablespoon of ground ginger, tablespoon of cinnamon, teaspoon of sugar. Just like a pinch or whatever this is of saffron threads, crumbled up, seasoned salt, and crack in some black pepper. A generous 3/4 cup, 200 mils of water. The smell is intoxicating. Scrape up all that flavor off the bottom of the pan for 45 minutes on a medium heat. That might be just a little too intense. Gonna turn it down a bit. Simmer for 45 minutes. Moving on to the almond filling. Cup of almonds into some boiling water. I gotta blanch them around 5 minutes. Cool enough to handle. I gotta squeeze them between my fingers. Oh, and the almond comes right out. Boop, boop. And then I leave them on paper towel to dry. I gotta be honest with you, it smells like it's burning in here. Shh. That's burnt. I'm afraid to lift the lid here. I've been watching it, and remember, I turned the heat down too. Here's the issue. So, completely frickin' burnt. Chicken looks good. That's frickin' burnt, dude. Burnt to a crisp. Oh, look, it's done. Here's the dealio. I was simmering this on low, so unless my body nudged one of these knobs the wrong way or something, I don't know how it got so bad. So the chicken looks fall off the bone tender, which is what I was aiming for. So I just have to redo the sauce. That sucks. If you burn your food, you gotta think outside the box. So yes, the chicken has been removed. I am remaking the sauce part with all the vegetables, all the herbs, the water, bringing it up to a simmer. And once I get it there, which I now officially do, I'm gonna add in the chicken, bones et al. And I am just gonna try to extract as much remaining chicken flavor out of those bones, out of that meat as possible to get it into the sauce. I'll leave it to simmer for it's chicken thighs, so I think it would be okay if I leave it to simmer for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that, and then remove it, and then for the remaining 20 minutes it will simmer without the chicken. But now that it's simmering away, I'm gonna turn it down, keep my eyes on it, lid goes on. Of course, watching this like a hawk and doubly sure that it's on a much lower temperature. It doesn't need to be, it's simmering away. Just keep it on a low. Awesome. "15 minutes. Out comes the chicken. Repairing the sauce, but we need to pivot back to the almonds. Remember those? I was working on those at one. So a sauce, blah, 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 frying pan. Centimeter worth of oil or so. Oil on a medium heat until it starts to shimmer. Is that shimmering? We can wait. Shimmering oil, all the almonds. Fry these for 1 to 2 minutes until they're golden. Okay, using my slotted spoon, let me remove and back onto the paper towel. They look and smell beautiful. We're making the almond filling, so I'm gonna need a couple more things. Beam in the whiz kit. Thank you very much. So just a tad frazzled right now because of the situation that I have found myself in today. Burning things, and the almonds go into the whiz kit. In with the almonds is a tablespoon of butter. This is 2 tablespoons of sugar and a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon. And I couldn't have predicted using this so quickly after buying it. I picked it up for a recipe a few videos ago, orange blossom water. I didn't think I was ever gonna use it again, let alone in 2 weeks from when I bought it. A teaspoon worth in with the almonds and all the rest. An orange blossomy flavor for this almond filling. Love to see it! Got a pulse to a grainy but not smooth consistency. Pulse it. Happy with that. Set it aside. Hey, great news everyone. I didn't burn the sauce the second time. It has reduced down and it needs to be quite thick, which I can confirm that's what it is. Can I have a bowl? Thanks a bunch. Pour in half of the sauce. And then let's bring over the chicken, which has gone through some stuff today. I assure you, it's got a really nice blackened char to some of it, which I just tasted it. Unintentional mistake turns into something great. So shredding the chicken into the bowl. With the bowl with the chicken and the sauce, that can be set aside, and then I'm gonna bring the pan over here with the other half of the sauce. Into the pan goes Into the pan goes 4 eggs. Beat them first. Bring that onto a medium heat, stirring frequently until it is dry. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Should take around 5-10 minutes. I think we're making scrambled eggs until it's dry, right? I think that's what that means. And take it off the heat into a bowl to cool. The time has come to assemble this beautiful dish. Now, I have phyllo pastry here, which I believe is pronounced phyllo, not phyllo. Phyllo. Going with the store-bought pastry today because I have tried to make this stuff before and I told myself I'd never do it again. It just wasn't worth it. So I don't know why I would make it myself. I don't need to, and you can just buy it at every grocery store. So that's what I've decided to do. I would never ever be able to tell the difference between mine and store-bought. Actually, I would. I know that store-bought's better. So I thawed it out in the fridge overnight and it's looking beautiful. So that's a great story. Could I have cake pan, pie pan, or springform pan? One of those. Preferably springform. Yeah, springform it is because I think it will be easier to remove the thing once it's finished, right? So you need to grease it up. I'm going to be using this avocado oil spray because I don't want to be bothered to do anything else. Brush it in just to be certain. It's like hard to get a grip on this stuff. Gonna have to lick my finger like I'm reading a book. Tear the first one to smithereens. Yeah, that's about right. It's giving me goosebumps, the feeling. There must be some cornstarch or something on there. Oh, terrific. First, you don't want that to be your bottom piece. First one goes on top, leaving about 1/3 of the sheet hanging over top. What? Lightly brush with oil. I'll just kind of glaze the brush over. I think that's okay, right? Next one on top, slightly overlapping, something like that. Lightly brush with some more oil. Repeat. And overlap again, but I think going the different direction. You're always just kind of moving them slightly. And just lightly brush with just a touch of oil. Repeat some oil. Lay one sheet directly in the center. This time, just like straight up center. It says to add the chicken filling next, but I think just because it's me, I'm gonna add one more pastry sheet as backup. I just want a sturdier base. Now we add the chicken filling. Next up goes this egg filling thing. And spread that evenly on top. And then we cover with the almond filling. Yeah. So it says to place a round pastry sheet on top. So I was thinking, why don't I just kind of like cut out like a circle? How's that for a round pastry sheet? Fold the corners of the pastry over the top, keeping a circular shape. Smooth out the folded edges so that the pastilla is flat. Let's brush with oil. One last piece on top. I'm gonna tuck it around and kind of just lift up the pastilla so that the edges go underneath. Catch my drift. Okay, that looks nice, very nice. Brush with some oil. Beat together a little egg yolk and brush it on top. So we're gonna be looking for the edges to be slightly crispy. The top area is gonna be golden. Baking this at 350-degree oven, 30 minutes. Good luck. Nice. That is why I use the springform pan. Now it has been left to cool, so it's ready for prime time. And powdered sugar, and I'm going to sprinkle on top. Spared no expense. Then it says to decorate with some lines of cinnamon, this is new for me, but you could probably, I don't know, I'll just do it this way. Oh, that works, okay. So 3 of these, 3 across. These things are going strangely smooth right now. All right. BRB. How about some mint? That should do. Just for some additional garnish. Order up! That's a beautiful thing. I've been waiting for this. All right, remains to be one of my favorites, and it's just so interesting. It's like a dinner dessert hybrid. Savory, you know, with the chicken, the onion, the garlic, parsley, coriander. That to me is dinner. But then the almond filling, which has just got some sugar and cinnamon and butter, and then on top with the ice and sugar and the cinnamon, and there's my dessert. We got an incredible crisp with the phyllo pastry, and I feel like there's 2 different routes you can go with that. I went the more dinner approach, I feel, with brushing the oil all over that. I feel like if I substituted the oil for butter, we would have had a buttery dish, but it would have been more dessert forward, I think. But it's so strange because there's chicken in there. It's just like a fascinating little thing, isn't it? So to sum it all up, perfection. Sweet, savory, crunchy, aromatic, and while it was baking away, I was working on this. Look how far I came. So progress there too. I'm a happy camper, and I get to have a second slice for actual dinner with the people I cherish and a dish that I also cherish. I'll see you later. Bon appetit. Au revoir.